stars around as well, though. So they will keep themselves backwards in towards Crystal now, who then pushes in towards Vents.
Gets awkward though, doesn't it? You hear the shots, more members up at the B tower. You need to see something big come out from Forsaken.
A bit of a survival smoke towards the top of ramp for now. They haven't quite checked him out so far. Off towards the wayside on the edges of the smoke though, and he does find the double. Trades out from Crystal, and then for Divine to flush back in. They're trying to find some pot shots, prevent GE from getting that spike down, and they will pick up the pistol right off.
One game and you can get into playoffs.
Right, with
Good
the
start.
specific map pick as well. Right now, just being able to find some shots against a couple of the PRX players, something to trade with Guardian. Forsaken with his own Guardian as well. He does feel a lot of contact though, so the paranoia sent out. Maybe a bit of support from Patman around the edges of this smoke as well, but close range, it's not gonna find its targets. Now down to just Jing. He does have the Bulldog, but you also see rotations now coming up for Global.
It just needs to be some good shots to come out from Jing at the moment. So far, the force up from Global working a treat, but low HP for both of these members. They have to play this one somewhat together or play for time. Star already on the spike, a Gravnet available too.
Possibly to even play for range. Jing, though, looking to close in the distance for now, but he dives right up on top. Cover that Forsaken just sent out. I do believe Yudotan just noted it.
And it's the flank, and now they're all contained. Look at that, that's numbers for Forsaken.
Paranoia back in as well. He still has to contend with all four of them, though. He's the only one holding the angle. Actually,
they're rotating. This is risky.
To go through to Mail. The Prowler as well, but Divine looks to get ahead of it. Does find the first shot. Paint shells out from Jing now.
That's a spike.
And that's a second kill as well. Forsaken now coming back in from bottom mid. Spots up Poppy, and even though Poppy can still find some shots, it's 10 seconds left, and yeah, you're right, Komodo. The spike on the ground.
As PRX, you have to just be very proficient around your info gathering around the map, and that doesn't work out for Pepman. Caught in the open, the site is now Global's.
Somewhat unfortunate. Forsaken now punished as well. You got the paint shells to continue pushing PRX off space, but Jing happy to go for this fight against Darien. A bit more confidence coming up from PRX.
He's got Showstopper but no satchels, so it will be a scare tactic, or you got to get close already.
Okay, Crystal is close, however. It does set the Nightfall as well, just to keep PRX away.
And you got this flank being watched by something. He's a little bit apparent that Pappy might be coming for it. Keep an eye on that one.
Still got to watch out for the possible timed peaks. Crystal still watching off towards elbow, but here comes Jing with a huge party. It does blow up in Crystal's face, but then for the global esports players to continue holding, that's when the lurk comes up. You got a player up over by ramps as well, and something has to watch for it. Jing still sticking onto the spike though. It's a Gravnet, it's Annihilation. It gets Jing off halfway, and that will be the round picked up by Global.
I don't know, like, I'm gonna put my hat in the ring. Got something on the line, and he's got the opener as well. No smokes on a map like Split. Quack can get awkward.
Awkward is one way to put it. And Jing will just, well, if you have social anxiety, now this is not the scenario that you want to be in. 3 players left. They still got to try, though. Darren does have a showstopper as well.
You got to cut some corners here as Global. You need to at least find a free gimme, you'd think, a pre-fire on towards something who's still holding the garage line. If you're shouldering this one slowly, it's not going to work out, and Darion falls.
At least attempted at a swing, but yes. That will be something very much still controlling this sightline down B.
Yeah, and we did hear it earlier on from Mr. Big Time, right? How long does it take global esports to try and get into these sites, to try and get a plant? Remain, they want to pivot in towards the A side. It wouldn't be the worst idea.
Oh, but the Judge and Jing as well, just to hold it down pat. Linear angles, and it's the paranoia that flushes Kelly's all the way to garage. Petman holding down B as well. The Outlaw getting taken out by Yudotan though, so possibly we got an Alpha plant.
Yeah, but the thing is, Forsaken, if he takes the one-on-one duel here, it could upset the whole round with Kelly's running a marathon towards the site. PRX beat them here to the site before the spike even gets here. They don't have to wait for a plan here. They could recognize by timing that Kelly's has to go for the plant, and it's just unachievable now.
Hide inside of this smoke. Poppy trying to get sneaky around the sides, and he will find the Sheriff shot.
Yeah, but look what GE have managed to do. They've got in towards the A site with a Cosmic Divide dropped.
And then for Forsaken to find that trade back onto Poppy. So spike down, you got the dimensional drift now going in from something.
Get all the information that you possibly can, recognize no one's on the side itself. Well, where are they going to be? Screens, it's the only option.
100% Forsaken to take the first kill. Kelly has to trade right back, though. Something now trying to disrupt the positioning coming out from Kelly S with the blind side, holds the angle then with the op. Yudotan, though, also getting taken down. Kelly S now into the shorty, 1v1 around the corner. He's hopping, and something goes and peeks into it.
Steps.
Yeah. Here comes that flash.
Oh, Lord.
Not quite landing the burst and the trace, but recoil control will get him there.
And the Nightfall, it stops them.
Patman now to hold the off angle. GE just have to go. They're flooding into it, but into the blender they go, and Defy to burst them down with the Phantom. Crystal for the trade, but Defy still collecting. Pressure as well, perhaps with the ecos, then they begin to feel like they can just let loose, but then they go straight into Defy, who's just spraying into the smokes. Forsaken now off from Vents. He does get traded by Crystal, though.
Still got to be a little bit careful. If you're going very close, the Stingers are just going to rob you of your life in this round yet again. Yes, Defy was good for one with the Poison Cloud Toxins and the Snake's Bite, but now needs to stand with the Phantom, and he cannot. An opportunity now for Global with Clack. Time to spare.
You got a full minute to work off of. Certainly, the Global squad will begin to assert themselves across the map. They found themselves with rifles picked up. You've got Crystal onto more utility to clear out positions.
And Patman's just throwing the horn over at the A side of the map. So who do you favor? Going into a known quantity of Patman on this fade with a bit of util used, or an unknown, unexpected position of something on this Yoro where you know the operator's in play?
Obviously, you're going to go for Patman, but he's still able to hold the angle. A double kill found by Patman.
Okay.
Just Poppy versus something now.
They won't. He's just trying to play around the corners. No smoke available for Pappy whatsoever, remember?
Oh, trying to stick it halfway. Poppy playing the patient game. They don't see too much until Yudotan goes in for the peek, but gets burst down by something. Into Garage now with the Nightfall.
And now they know where it's happening, right? It's the B site that this is ending up. We see the combo of utility, a showstopper missing its mark.
Oh, but still the kill collapsed on towards Defy. Annihilation just to push PRX a little bit further back, and then the Bear Mesh coming in. You got the showstopper from Jing, though, and he blows up the site. Poppy getting blown up. Patman to trade. Kelly S trying to find some trades as well. They beginning to run out of time, but they still got the spike down. It came so close, Komodo.
2-on-2.
Got some flashes. Forsaken, healthy and full, and they're going in for the peaks. They found out where Crystal is, just down to the peaks and the kills now. Mechanical skill, Forsaken goes in out front. The C's from Crystal, but still Forsaken hunkers down.
Is really good for PRX. Now, quickly up the ramp.
Oh, all the footsteps as well. Crystal looking to break the clone at least. Darian, though, now with a frenzy just inside of Vents, and he's able to take two down. The burst out from Kelly S with the right clicks, but still Patman to trade. But PRX do find themselves at a huge numbers disadvantage.
What can Defy do here, though? A little bit unknown in Garage at the moment. You've got a grouping up of the global members, but Patman, 5 HP, can try and keep them entertained at the site of A, but
if you're global, surely you recognize that Patman either goes up mid or back into A tower.
Yeah. And this is why Poppy's just making sure that he's spotting it out. He doesn't necessarily need to stick around for a duel, but with 5 HP, I mean.
Defy's got to make some noise for his brother out here, but all right, just going in out for the peaks. He does get that dink. Defy now snuck all the way through with a Sheriff as well.
Need to see a sharp shot from him. Yudotan is watching, but Yudo falls.
And possibly a little bit more as well as he threads the needle onto Crystal.
That's so quick.
Poppy, though, looking to play spoiler. 1v2, takes down Patman, the first to fall. Defy now, just one more shot. He's running out of ammo and backed into the pillar. Now a potential opportunity for Poppy as he sends out the Nova Pulse. Defy. Oh, might have spotted out his foot just with a crosshair placement to top it off. Landing the shots, has to run back to reload. Almost getting tagged out by Jing. The paint shell does flush him out into the open where Defy collects. Just Crystal on the site now. He's got the stinger. He will find his first shot, but 7 rounds left in the mag and Forsaken to collect.
And look who's going hunting at the moment, Jing. He will be reeled back a little bit here with the rest of the squad, but he will hear the footsteps.
And hides into the smokes. Oh, Komodo, this could be dangerous for Jing as well because the Stinger's on the other side. Kelly S.
They don't go together, but he still wins that.
Grafnet now, and they've heard Defy as well. Second kill found. this could still go over to Global Esports. You do have Forsaken perched up on top, though. With elevation, he might be able to throw them off, but it's not even needed. Patman just... This is the current defensive setup that GE is running. Just Poppy on this backside position around B. Easily dealt with. The paint shell's completely blowing up in his face. And you also have Annihilation now from Kalias as an attempt, but unfortunately does not quite connect. You got Divide. Absolutely concur with that. Yudotan, though, looking for some good damage. Good idea that most of them are backside and screens. Something, though, off of the top heaven position will get gunned down. The trades coming through from Forsaken and Patman as they march on through from ramps. In towards back screen, then, is where Jing finds his target. Yudotan still trying to play spoiler around the site, though. Jing to make quick work of him, and just down to Darren, who was transitioning over from the B side.
Remember, he's got a judge. Definitely need to see him upgrade a weapon. There's not one available at the ramps. The closest is wrapping around into the open at the entry choke of the site, though no one will spot him there exactly.
Yeah, he's throwing the judge away.
It's good repositioning, by the way, from Jing, meanwhile.
Yes, that's going to be the main factor, even if Patman falls around this position, which is...
With diving in towards the site.
Precisely. This time it's Divide in with the Outlaw, something up around the back. The sudden push out from Global, not a bad idea, but still getting punished by it now. Poppy has to hold off Garage by himself. The Haunt, the Boom Bot gives away his position. This could be it, Komodo.
Maybe. Someone check Jing PC. Through the smoke there, able to find the kill to give PRX the advantage in towards this post plant where they've got, well, spike down and one player advantage, as I said.
The Boombot gave him walls. That's what it was. Well, Crystal and Yudotan. Now, if Yudotan could possibly work his Neuro Theft to his advantage, maybe.
He's taking so long. You've got to expect the flank, right? Surely.
Yeah, the slow creep up. And now you kind of have an idea. Crystal, though, not too bad. Now the Nightfall. Possible chance. Hunt just to throw off the crosshair placement as well. Peeks out. But with the kills not found, Petman ends the math up
together as a team.
Oh, out through the rotating door from C side, though. Something, unfortunately, will fall. But you also have Jing and the rest of the gang just around the cage of Yudotan. Yudotan then swings out because of the flash from Poppy, but the shot's not connecting! Divide finds it instead. Yudotan swings back out, but Patman takes the trade off towards where GE are playing then, though, around A-Link. They've got a good angle against the spike. Jing looking to stick it halfway, gets off at the right time, but still not quite able to react in kind. Forsaken for the 1-on-2.
Salvos will eventually come online for Crystal.
Oh, and he's just staying tucked away as well. They hear the footsteps, but now Crystal has to take the shot. Oh, no!
Control.
Oh, something with the timing, though. Just out from the smokes, but look at that! Stingers aplenty, and GE will collect on kills as well. Forsaken, though, finding one, a second as well. And he does get away from the special delivery, but he knows that there are too many players surrounding him. Yudotan, fantastic to capitalize. Just Divide now.
Something about these force-ups or thrifties in Global Esports.
It's them recognizing situations as well. Quite aware as to where Divide could show up from, especially with the smoke blocking off stairs. Divide just has to try to go in for a peek. He had the utility and
decisive call, though, from Global. If they're going to pivot towards the C site, now's kind of the time. They're starting to run it over, but 30 seconds, you're exactly right. Divide for all of the information. Look at that.
Collat picked up. Yudotan to trade right back, though, as Patman peeks out from Pillar. Now Divide continuing to hold tight off angles around the C site. He's looking for more. Jing trying to get in with the kills as well. Blast packing through, but Poppy good on the shots on the Guardian.
And now you got to reposition from Poppy, and Forsaken has already started to waltz on over. Willie expecting to come through the breakable door. It was already open.
Oh, he's got smokes up as well. Not quite watching the angle, though. Forsaken! Crosshair placement.
Chop and change with the team. Good shot out from him there on a Jing. This is looking like a well-formulated round for Global so far, and now even better when it's a 5 versus 2 situation.
And PRX slowly getting picked apart. You do have Divide with the Steel Garden, but it's 2-on-5.
Yeah, it'd be pretty risky to drop that one in. You can already see by the position of the PRX members that they're just going to have to call for a save in this sort of situation. And with the credit mark in this round, I don't really favor Global Esports going for a hunt here. You can understand if Kelly S wants to, but I mean, you kind of just play respectful at this one. It's early in the half. You want to balance out your own economy. At this quack, the Steel Garden investment could be large.
However, that comes down to Yudotan trying to hold the angle, unfortunately gunned down by Jing. Showstopper possibly getting deployed in the round. Kelly S just trying to play up by drop. not quite spotted out yet, but here comes that rocket. Not quite landing as well. Kellyes then finding a shot onto something. The Steel Garden getting the primary weapons jammed, but Kellyes onto the go, still able to find some shots. Forsaken now from the back, but headed on by the shorty. Petman now with a Phantom finds the kill. Cased, something might have gate crashed over onto this part. The Armageddon renders him useless. Then to Devi, though, who's holding out by Waterfall. Great on the 2 kills. Not even breaking clones as well. Darian now trying to do his best, but still PRX able.
Success a couple moments ago on that A site. Now reenactable. Speaking about something.
Yeah!
Hey, we're on the board.
Woohoo! You're gonna pop some party streamers and everything, but yeah, back into the C site, precisely with this possible Steel Garden. Slight mishaps here and there, but they are able to get boots on the ground on C. With that, maybe the spike as well, but then the Steel Garden comes out. They're pushing all the way through just to try to wrangle more space, but Jing denies it outright. Forsaken blocking off B Pillar as well, and now, oh, something. You're just pushing Kellyes away. He's looking for some kills right back, though, but out of the gate crash, and it's
to do here with the team. Let's see if Global can get this.
PRX quite aware of where the GE players are, though, just to take the first hit down by Tree. The second one kill going free as well. 4v3 now, and PRX continues to push on through. Immediate salvos from Crystal, though, does push PRX off position just a bit. Jing then taking Poppy down by the back. Unfortunately, TP's not quite favoring him now, but all of a sudden, look at the kills! The stingers from Crystal and Darian. Time, they will trip it, and then for Crystal to try to lurk around rubble, but unfortunately shut down by Forsaken.
Crystal's lurks have not really worked out too much, have they? Now you get the information from the shadows from Forsaken. I think he might have even spotted all 3 members out just then.
A little bit odd for the Initiator to lurk as well, but that said, it's going to be something on this Yoru.
And he's still got Thorns available as well on something's call.
Yeah, quick off to it. But ooh, shorty swing. They both had the same idea, but Darren just dunked on him a little bit quicker. Sight now handed over onto GE, but PRX quick to flood back in as well. Forsaken looking for a cheeky angle. Prowler will go through, but not quite finding anyone. Just clearing out the front portion of the site. Then Rolling Thunder to push PRX further back. Shorty though! And that's Kellyes cut down by half around the torso. Darian now just marking Forsaken. Still going for the crosshair wiggle. He has an op after all. Will find his target. And then for Yudotan.
Talking about them needing to do something like this.
Oh boy, Yudotan playing with the op around Mount as well. The Nightfall will go through though to 5 for the double kill, but that's Yudotan now. Showstopper kind of whipping as well, but the wall bank shots from Jing. He's got walls. Off to the next one though, it's Crystal with the Armageddon, but as it goes out, PRX just happy to swarm back in off the timing. Just Yudotan, and he's alone. He traded out, namely the Paranoia as well, but right now PRX still looking to break their way through. That said though, Yudotan, he's anchoring down the site. 2 kills found, and he's looking for a third as well. Jing narrowly dodging out with his life intact. Kellyes then looking for a potential flank around. PRX looking for alternate routes across the map. Maybe back into the A site where Kellyes is still hiding in wait. Darian now for the next kill. Swings out then Kellyes for the first. Crystal the trade to dive onto players again, but also mound control now coming out from Global Esports. You got the Aftershock being sent through, but look at Devi. Quick with the burst onto 2 kills by Pillar, and that could give him the pinch around the door as well. He preps the button. He does get the third, but quickly traded by Kellyes. Crystal and the rest of them also looking to flood back and looking to deploy at the right time for the rest of his team to then be the catalyst to push on through. Darian with the first shot, something getting taken out. The rest of PRX though vacating the site to try to play around Mound instead. Paint Shell sent over as well, but Aftershock taking Jing out of the equation. Now PRX completely smoked off. They need to find the kill around the diffuser. They will do just that, but still Global Esports with the numbers looking to dominate and push on through. We have found
Creeping.
Oh. That will be that drop. Jing with a Bucky again too.
Good kiss there.
This time in towards A-Link where with a Bucky in the spot, you know, Poppy and the likes of Kellyes, they're going to have to think twice before pushing into this area.
But that's a good Paranoia.
It hits, but you're not going to peek into it. How could you, knowing that there could be a Bucky on the other side? And now Kellyes unfortunately getting taken out by that op, picked up by Devi as well. Just Yudotan, who is really in any good position to do something, but he's smoked off as well.
I mean, as long as Devi is keeping this operator into the next round, it does not matter who dies for PRX here. If they steal away any of the guns that had fallen onto the floor, okay, you want that player surviving.
Into B, where it is open. You've got Jing now watching the angles towards A-Link as well. The back of B also blocked off. Kalias was attempting something at the very least, but now no longer able. Crystal backing so far off. It's a 2v5.
Gotta save. You do not have the money to be splashing in on this game as global. It's just going to be another impactful scenario by PRX that...
Right now, at least, though, Jing, okay, getting taken out really quickly, but right there, it's going to be Forsaken, his brother, right off alongside him. With that, then a little bit more space into this A site, the smokes to block off A-Link.
Yeah.
Heaven, though, then is open, but Forsaken just uses that as an opportunity! Swings out, 2 more kills, looks for the last, and he picks up the 4K!
Flash to come through in this scenario. It's Kalias. Ever expect that?
That's just Kalias putting in the body bag. Now PRX flooding up front. The full march forwards into the site.
Okay.
Yudotan not bad on a bit of a refrag off towards Heaven, but that
is where you pivot. That is where you pivot as PRX towards the B site. No one else is there currently. You did just see Yudotan in a reposition from Papi.
Yudotan quick to Heaven. But so far, none of the PRX players visible. Paranoia as well, but it's just Jing on the site. Devi has an op as well, which isn't necessarily the best tool. He doesn't have the utility placed down. Smokes out now from Poppy to get the spike stuck to possibly halfway. The swing from something not effective. Oh, and the angle for Devi, not too much on the util arena as well. Crystal perhaps if the salvos come back alive, but right now something is a ghost and he's haunting the heck out of them. Nightfall sent over, Petman trying to drag them down into the depths, but Darian to bring some light to his team. The op shot fired over, something holding the angle. Jing now from Waterfall on an off angle, but the shot's not quite connecting for him. Just Devi. David looks for the flicks, he gets the spray transfer at the end. The clutch with wings brought to you by Red Bull at the end of it all, but nonetheless, the map close out.